What's going on today, guys? This is Jimmy, your host, and today we're going to do a $600 budget gaming system, kind of geared towards Battlefield 4 is what I'm going to base it around, since that is the new game and everybody wants to play it, I'm pretty sure. So I love Newegg. I've never had a problem with them. It seems that they changed their layout a little bit. I've never had a problem with them. They've been real good to me, and they've always been the best. I mean, not one thing has come DOA. Everything comes on, whatever you pick your shipping date, either 3-day, 47-day, free, even overnight. It literally came overnight. I needed something before I left from Minnesota last year for my grandparents. I had to do something to their PC, and, it got there overnight because I left the next day at like 3 in the afternoon. But anyways, yeah, so what we're going to start off with is the motherboard. So just because it's a budget, it's $600. I think we're going to start off, well, we're going to do a AMD build because, they're usually budget. So the motherboard we are going to use, so we need an AM3 Plus motherboard. They support all the modern. So let's try to find a cheap one, but not from some just rip-off fucking brand. So we're gonna go FX here, probably a 6300, since it is only like $10 more than the 4100, or actually the 4300 now. And why wouldn't you get those extra 2 cores for $10 or whatever it is? So right here, I actually saw $41 for this ASUS M5A 7L or 78L M LX3 Deluxe motherboard. Wait a minute. Oh wait, it does support. So you're gonna have to do a BIOS update for an FX CPU to work in here. But this is a motherboard that will support the FX line, and it does come with one PCIe 1X slot and one PCIe 16X slot and a PCI like old school slot. It's got dual channel memory, 24 pin, 4 pin, which will be fine for 6300. And your basic out, it's even got a serial, and it's got SATA. I don't know if it's SATA 3, but we're gonna use this guy here. Now that we have our motherboard, we're gonna get a CPU. I can guarantee the FX 6300 is like $130 at most. 119. There you go. Just for fun, let's see what the 4300 is. You're 40. Ooh, yeah. Definitely worth the extra. So we're going to do 6300. So we're going to add this to the cart. So now we are up to 161.98. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is RAM. 8 gigabytes seems to be the sweet spot. RAM prices are extremely expensive right now, so that's going to be a problem, but I'm pretty sure if we find some no-name brand or even just some really cheap G-Skill RAM, right here, we have one 8 gigabyte stick, but yeah, it's only dual channel, so I guess we could do one 8 gig stick or 2 4s. 2 4s is going to be more, shit. So I always trust Corsair. I'll try to find some Corsair RAM that is cheap enough, because Corsair is just the best. They're probably the most reliable memory out there. So, geez, and they too tend to be a little more expensive. But right here's some Corsair XMS 8 gigabyte sticks, a low profile, because this case we're gonna have to be putting this in isn't gonna be very big. So this is a good choice right here. It's 2 4 gig sticks, and that seems to be a pretty good choice. Since this is going to be an AMD based system, you're going to want an AMD graphics card, no shit. And AMD graphics cards are going to be, well, they support Mantle, so when Mantle comes to Battlefield 4, it's really going to improve the performance of the GPU significantly. So I want to go with a new gen card, so I'm going to use a R7, I want to say, R7 270X, maybe. Let's see. So the R9 270X, sorry, so it's going to be an R7 260. Still kind of confused with the naming scheme a little bit. But this is the R7 260X. This is probably equivalent to a 7850 or 7890 depending on the card. And we're going to go with a blower design since the case is going to be small. And, well, actually, I don't even think they have a blower design for this card. Damn. So, what a good one. Let's see. They're all about $139, $149. And I'm going to go with a trusty brand. Saphhire seems to be extreme. I have two Saphhire, actually. Two Saphhire HD 7970s in my system. And I am going to be ordering an HD 7990 to be crossfired with those cards. You can do that, so have 4-way crossfire with only 3 cards. So, yeah. So, next thing we're going to go with is the case. Oh, wait, I can't just type in case. I'm going to have to go with an ITX. No, not an ITX. An MATX case. For this is up to you what you want. I'm just gonna go with whatever I can find, something that I would prefer to use. This is totally up to you this is up to you. It doesn't matter what you get. So I think I'm actually gonna go with the Corsair 300R. Corsair 300R. This is a very nice looking case. Actually, wait, the 200R. I forgot they even had that now. The 200R is a very good case. It is cheap, and it's Corsair, so obviously it's going to be on the premium side. Corsair is known to be probably the cream of the crop for when it comes to anything but CPUs and graphics cards. And motherboards, clearly. So, let's just gonna check. Oh, this is a mid-size. So yes, the motherboard's a little small for it, but whatever. I like this case a lot. Now we're gonna need a, let's see. I don't even know what to do from here. We're gonna need, let's look what I have in the cart. Oh, we're gonna need a hard drive. So we have a CPU, graphics card, motherboard, and a power supply. So for a power supply, I'm gonna go with a Corsair 600. No, I think it's just a 600. Oh, it's a CX 600. That's right. CX 600. This is a good power supply because it's Corsair. That's all I can say. So we're going to add that to the cart. And for last, we're going to go with the WD 1 terabyte blue. Oh, wait. 1 terabyte blue. This is going to be a good hard drive because I trust Western Digital. And they seem to have never failed me. So let's see. Ooh, I got a couple of details here. $69. This is a good deal right here. So now we basically have an entire system. We have a Corsair case, Western Digital 1 terabyte, 7200 RPM. It's going to be fast enough to have your games and your OS on, but it's not going to be as fast as a black. And it's going to be faster than a green. So it's kind of in between. A black's a little on the spendy side. We have an ASUS M5A 7XL MLX3 motherboard. It's got the 77.6, it's not an FX, but it's a 760G chipset. So it's not going to be supporting 990 FX chipsets, which is our processor, the FX8350, is going to support. So you might have to do a BIOS update to get this chip working on there, but it says it supports it out of the box, so I might have the newest revision on there. We have a 600 watt power supply, which is more than plenty for this system. We have 8 gigabytes of DDR3 memory. It is a 1600 megahertz kit. And last but not least, we have an R7 260X 2 gigabyte. That's good we picked that because 2 gigabytes seems to be a sweet spot, and especially with Battlefield 4. We need that VRAM, and same thing for the memory. I use about 6 gigs of memory, so that comes in handy. I don't think we'd be able to cut it with 4 gigabytes, and I don't think I'm missing anything except for Windows. There's tons of easy ways to get Windows for free. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to get in trouble, but all I can tell you is that it's pretty easy, and if you want to, you can always buy it. So that's going to add about $100 depending on if you want Windows 7 or Windows 8, and 8.1 is a free upgrade if you buy 8, but there seems to be driver issues and compatibility and stuff like that. So our total price, guys, today, let's just say we wanted 3-day shipping because we want to, our total price is going to be $581.93. That is just under 600 bucks. I would recommend replacing the stock cooler with the CPU, since the FX lineup seems to run, it runs just a little bit on the hot side, and it'll also keep your system nice and quiet, and it'll keep your CPU, cooler, I guess. And you'll be able to overclock this guy just a little bit more. It does come at 4.1 gigahertz turbo, but that's only when it can, depending on thermal and thresholds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the $600 budget rig, totally for Battlefield 4. You still have a little cash left over to buy Battlefield 4, and you can always upgrade the system because the case, and you might have to upgrade your motherboard, but your RAM and your graphics card are going to do just fine for $600, and you will be able to play Battlefield 4 just fine with this system. You guys have a good day. Remember, comment, rate. If you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it, and leave us some feedback in the comments telling us what you think. And you guys have a great day. Not my house. Not my house. Not my house.